New York City never truly slept. Even on the coldest nights, the streets pulsed with life. Yellow-orange streetlights cast long shadows across the sidewalks, while taxi headlights flashed rhythmically through the misty air. People hurried past each other, wrapped in their own worlds, some with purpose, some seemingly lost. The city had a heartbeat of its own, relentless, unforgiving, and endlessly alive. On one particularly frigid evening, Jack, a homeless man in his early 40s, shuffled down Fifth Avenue. His clothes were ragged, his shoes worn thin, and a light scarf barely kept the biting wind from reaching his neck. He had spent years navigating the harsh streets, moving from park benches to subway stations, surviving on the kindness of strangers and the occasional shelter donation. Life had dealt him a rough hand, but Jack had learned to endure with a quiet resilience. As he passed a crowded coffee shop, something caught his eye. A small leather wallet lay near the curb, seemingly abandoned. Its polished surface and neat stitching suggested it belonged to someone successful. Jack paused. In anyone else's shoes, he might have pocketed it. A wallet could mean cash, a hot meal, perhaps even a safe place to sleep for the night. But Jack was different. He lived by a simple principle: do the right thing, even when no one's watching. He picked up the wallet and examined its contents. There were credit cards, an ID, and a few bills. The ID revealed the owner, Michael Thompson, a young professional at a prestigious investment firm downtown. For reasons he couldn't explain, Jack felt a connection to this stranger. Without hesitation, he set off toward Michael's office. The wind seemed sharper now, but Jack's determination pushed him forward. The towering glass building of Thompson Investments gleamed in the night. Jack entered the spotless lobby, which smelled faintly of cologne and freshly polished floors. Hesitating briefly, he approached the receptionist. "Excuse me," he said softly, holding out the wallet. "I found this on the street." The receptionist looked up, startled, and then dialed Michael's office. Minutes later, a sharply dressed young man appeared, his eyes widening in recognition. "Is this my wallet?" Michael asked, disbelief evident in his voice. "Yes, sir," Jack replied calmly. "I found it outside and wanted to make sure it got back to you." Michael's expression shifted from astonishment to admiration. "Thank you," he said, holding the wallet carefully. "You didn't have to return it, especially considering," he glanced at Jack's worn clothing. Jack simply nodded. It was the right thing to do. In a city where trust was rare, Michael found Jack's honesty remarkable. Over the following days, he couldn't shake the image of the man who had returned his wallet. Compelled to reconnect, he traced Jack through the streets he often frequented. Finally, near a subway station, Michael found him. But this time, he didn't just offer thanks. He extended a chance, a real opportunity. "Jack," Michael said earnestly, "I want to help you get back on your feet. I'd like to offer you a job at my firm. Experience isn't important, I want someone honest, someone I can trust. I saw that in you when you returned my wallet." Jack was speechless. Years of believing the world had nothing to offer him vanished in an instant. Here was someone giving him a chance to start over. In the weeks that followed, Jack immersed himself in his new life. He learned the ins and outs of the investment world, facing challenges with the same integrity that had defined him on the streets. He rented a small apartment, purchased proper clothes, and gradually rebuilt relationships with estranged family members. Word of Jack's honesty spread quickly, first through the office, then across social media. Thousands were inspired by the story of a homeless man whose simple act of returning a wallet transformed his life. The story became a symbol of hope, a reminder that integrity and kindness could still thrive even in a skeptical world. Michael and Jack developed a close friendship. "I hired you for your honesty, not your skills," Michael often said. "And that honesty has taught all of us more than any degree ever could." Jack never sought recognition. He continued performing small acts of kindness, helping strangers and friends alike. In doing so, he discovered a fulfillment that money could never buy. The night he found the wallet on Fifth Avenue remained etched in his memory. Each time he helped someone in need, he remembered that cold evening and the choice he made, a choice that changed everything. Moral, powerful ending line. Sometimes, the smallest act of honesty can rewrite an entire life. One wallet, one choice, one man, and the world will notice.